Are we live yet? I think we're getting close. Are we live yet? Let me know in the comments. Oh, all right, we're live now. It takes forever to go live over a cell phone with horrible signal. So welcome everybody. It is December the 19th at 5 p.m. Eastern here. If you're watching this back later, by all means, please leave a comment. We may not be live, maybe not be able to answer it for you. So as you can see, somebody's missing, but that's okay. We got the true star of the show here, Bullet. So it's been an extremely busy weekend. Tiffany's right here. She's just running a few minutes behind. Hey, look, there she is. No, she didn't leave me. She didn't leave me. Actually, she did leave me all weekend.
Long day.
It's been an extremely busy weekend. 'Tis the season for that. We almost didn't even know if we were going to be able to do a live stream today. And believe it or not, we actually have a big family Christmas get together going on right now, a long ways away from here. It was impossible to fit everything into this weekend. We had a Christmas get together Friday night. She's been out of town the last couple of days for one of her best friends, 40th celebration. So they've been celebrating that, doing pictures and all kinds of girly stuff. And then, like I said, we had another Christmas get together tonight that we just couldn't make too far away because she just got home. It's been a wild, crazy weekend, y'all. And the next 2 weekends are going to be wild and crazy too. We'll get back to normal about middle of January, the way everything's looking.
Yeah.
All right, so see, we got quite a few people on. Everybody's saying Merry Christmas. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that out of the way because Merry Christmas, because we're not going to see y'all again live before, well, Christmas. That's next Saturday. I cannot believe it's already Christmas again, y'all. Then it's New Year's the next weekend right behind it.
Then the house is done.
Then the house is done a few months behind that. Yes. Oh my goodness, time flies, y'all. Time absolutely flies. Would you get comfortable back?
He's trying.
Oh my goodness, little pillow fluffer. Okay, so so Monroe Enzer says he went back and watched every single video. That's a heck of a lot of videos. We're about to actually celebrate 500 videos on this channel right here. So you have been mighty busy. Thank you so much for the support and watching all that. Let's see here. Yep, still a bunch more Merry Christmases. So I'm sure we'll say that about 1,000,000 times tonight. And let's see where else we got. Y'all's comments are mighty delayed because my internet is so horrible here right now. So the Mikey G says, glad to see your builds going on, and said he's sorry to say that he's gotten, he says hot, but I think he means hit by the tornadoes in Tennessee or so. The house took a hit, and that put them 3-4 months behind right there. Very sorry to hear that. I've been seeing a lot of stuff that's been coming out on YouTube. I don't really watch much news or anything, but you'll still see stuff pop up on YouTube. It's amazing the devastation that has happened. Just absolutely unreal. Now we've got another cold front coming through right now, which all we've been getting out of it the last couple of days is rain, and they're calling for rain for the next 3 days. It's actually been raining here all day long. Nothing bad or heavy, but I didn't know if it was going to mess up the live stream. But very sorry to hear that. I know a lot of people have been impacted by all this bad weather and tornadoes. Hopefully everybody made it through safely. That's the most important. We ourselves have been hit by a tornado, and it totaled and damaged a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is you walk away safely. Things can be replaced. People cannot. So Chris says, he seen me chatting earlier. He said that I'm actually talking about taking some Saturdays off, and Tiffany needs to get the whip off. I said as soon as we get this power, I always make these big bold claims and I never do it. I said, as soon as we get this power, I'm done working 7 days a week. I've only taken 1 day off the last, I don't know how long, but I worked all day yesterday, all day today.
Yeah, you deserve some.
I have been in a mad dash.
We'll let him have it, Chris. He's been working hard.
Been a mad dash trying to get ready for this power. All I can think about is power. And I need to get the house painted. Everybody keeps asking what happened with the paint. Where's the painting episode? We have had such bad fog, random rain showers on days that were 0% chance. Now it's rained yesterday, rained all day today, like 80% for the next 2 or 3 days, and then cold weather. I can't find the time to paint the house. The weather has just been horrible for it. And here's the thing, I got the gutter guy wanting to potentially come in the next week, first of the week after, to do the gutters and some fascia. We'll talk about that in another episode. I've got to have the house painted that new color before he gets here. We got the color resolved. We've talked about that last live stream, but the weather has not been conducive at all for me painting this stinking house. Plus, I've been so focused on the electrical. We're getting the electrical inspection on Tuesday. So hopefully I'll have y'all a video out Wednesday or Thursday to kind of let y'all know what's going on with the electrical. I'm praying for a good thumbs up, and I know the holidays is already going to mess me up on getting the power company over to get some power pulled, but hopefully right after the holidays we can get power pulled. But if the inspector gives me the thumbs up, at least I can go out there and start running the generator and working in the house, work at nighttime, and work through these weekends that I said I'm going to take off. We'll see. We'll see. Holy moly. Okay, so the Mikey G. Yeah, we've kind of forgot about the old Grapple Fund, haven't we? He always remembers me on the Grapple Fund. He's definitely been a big donator to that. So thank you so much. Made an extremely generous donation there to the Grapple Fund. Hey, that Grapple Fund, it's up well over $1,000, y'all. Way over. Actually, this might put it $1,500.
Good. Getting closer.
Yep, I keep track of y'all's donations and add to it. So if everybody's new, a grapple, it goes on the front of the tractor, and actually it has hydraulic, teeth or clamps that come down. It helps you pick things up. Everybody sees me struggle around keeping this property clean and working with firewood and trees and everything else. I'm just pushing things around the tractor. I can't really clamp and hold it. So everybody's been telling me you need a grapple, and they've been making very generous donations toward that. And eventually, yeah, we're going to have enough money here that I have no excuses. I got to go buy a grapple, but I also have to do hydraulics for the tractor too, because sadly I don't have front hydraulics for the grapple. So that makes it about another $1,200 to $1,400 more in expense, but we're getting there. Thank you so much for that. Truly do appreciate it. So Miss Gail says, love the shade of green inside the house. A lot of y'all have watched the most recent episode where I showed y'all. Everybody thought I was crazy. The house looks like that color green right there on the GoPro. It is not that color green on the GoPro, as y'all see. Now, I will say,
we're not that crazy.
Yeah, I will say the Grinch green. The pictures I showed y'all, I didn't want to edit them because I don't want nobody giving me no slack about editing. They were a little washed out. It's not quite as light as the camera phone showed, but it is nowhere near that dark Grinch green right there. Trust me. And I've already been playing with my GoPro settings the last few days, trying to tone the color down and get it more natural. So hopefully all the episodes y'all watch going forward is more natural in the way things look in the house, because we're about to have cabinets going, eventually have flooring going, and I want y'all to see the proper color of that stuff too. So slowly getting that figured out. Let's see here. So Mikey G says he can't stay long. Well, hey man, we appreciate you getting on chatting with us. Yes. Thank you again for the donation.
Thank you.
But stay as long as you can, and hopefully you have a very Merry Christmas coming up here next weekend. So Andrew Martin says the house is coming along great, but he's got a new video idea for me. Let's see about this one. How about a bloopers one? I know you put some at the end now and then are fun to watch. I do need to work on a good bloopers video. Sadly, for some reason, I didn't keep all the blooper clips in a file. I should have done that. Then I could have did an end of the year blooper video. So I would literally have to go back and dig through 500 videos and find the ones with the bloopers. But I may start saving those moving forward. And a lot of people have asked me, excuse me, where's the bloopers been here lately? Honestly, there hasn't really been banging my head and crazy stuff to show. I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, I would love to put some of the comedy in there. There just really hasn't been no big mistakes or things that would make you laugh. And I don't want to force the comedy or force things, because when it starts looking fake and unnatural, that's awkward.
Please don't.
When I watch people do, fake comedy, it's awkward. I don't want to shove that on you. No. We'll just keep working on the house. Trust me. Many more accidents and things are going to happen. I'll include the bloopers. Hey, we're all human. We all make mistakes. Things happen. And when they do happen, I show it. Might as well, right? See, Miss Janet just jumped on and said, sorry I'm late. We'll forgive you this one time only, but thank you for jumping on and chatting with us. And Robert says, no, you missed it, but his birthday was on the 15th. Yep, sorry, didn't know that, but happy birthday. He said he turned 50. Now he's an old man. What you talking about? I'm working on 40, and I feel like that's an old man. I know some of y'all are going to get on to me for that, but I guess you're as old as you feel, right? So we'll see. And God Bless America says, John Deere doesn't make a quick connect grapple. They do make quick connect hydraulics, but it's an extra add-on. The tractors don't come with it like a lot of cheaper tractors do, believe it or not. And when I bought my tractor, it was like a 6 or 8 month wait to order one from the factory, or they had like one on the lot. I said, I want that tractor because I just sold my other one. I couldn't wait 6 months to order one and get the bells and whistles that I wanted. And sadly, it did not come with the front grapple hydraulics. So that's something I'll have to add. myself, and they look like they're about $1,200 to $1,500 for the true John Deere kit to add at front and rear. And the reason I really like the John Deere kit is it's got the switch that goes in my custom joystick from John Deere, which is very comfortable, and it actually has rear hydraulic remotes that comes with that kit, which I really like. So if I want to do, say, a hydraulic top link on the rear, which I do for my box blade and things like that, I could control it from my third function on the joystick. So I thought that was really awesome that it'll put remotes front and rear. That makes me really want to get the John Deere remotes. Let's see here. So Claudia says she has a question.
Question?
A question.
There's y'all's blooper.
There's your blooper. You question. What is your opinion on the bedroom window now that the walls and ceiling are done? I can't talk. Now that things are done and painted. There you go.
Now I need to reread that question.
Yeah, okay.
I don't even know what
I know. I butchered that, didn't I? So Miss Claudia says, "What's your opinion on the bedroom window now that the walls and ceiling are done? Basically, now that does the window still look as big and gaudy as it did when we first put it in?" She says yes.
Yes, but that's fine. We'll have it covered up and blacked out at some point.
Yeah.
Because we like a really dark room. We like to sleep in sometimes, and light kind of comes in and wakes us up. So.
We're going to put blackout curtains completely over it. She's right. So you're not even going to see the window once we move in there. We just have to put it there for a code. That's it. We can care less. Actually, I prefer no window in the bedroom, period, other than if a fire happened and I need to jump out. I totally understand that, but I hate light. I can't. I'm a light sleeper as it is. Any noise, any light, I'm awake. Let's just go ahead and get on up. So we'll never see it. We're just going to have to put long curtains in there. I'll personally say, though, now that I work in the house almost every single day and see it all the time, it doesn't bother me as much as it did when I first installed it. Do I still want a window that you could walk through that's basically a door? No. But I've done got used to it. I really have. Let's see here. So Blake, Becky said, you asked a while back to guess when the moving date would be. What would your guess be today? And thank you for the content. I'm surprised nobody's asked me that.
Yeah, you need to write it down. I want you to be like, oh, that was my guess.
Because I've had a date, and actually about 5 or 6 of y'all have nailed my date exactly. I'm pulling it out of thin air. Don't have a clue if I'll hit it or not. First house I ever built. My guess is March 22nd. Now that's a bit ambitious. It's earlier than hers, but for some reason I think March 22nd. I don't know why that date popped in my head, but it did.
Mine is May 18th.
And hers was June, July there for a while, and she moved hers back. Let's just get that out there.
When we officially decided to pick a date, then I really thought about it.
Yeah.
Thought it out.
So we'll see. And here's the other thing that we all have to keep in mind. I said, let's do the CO, the Certificate of Occupancy. Keep in mind, that doesn't mean the house is completely done. That means it's past code and it's livable. We still may have to do trim or flooring or a door here and there, or those stairs that everybody keeps asking about. So that's why I said, let's just pick a date that it's not me saying the house is done. It's an official piece of paper from the inspector that says, you meet all criteria, you can move in. The inspector don't care if a room's painted the right color or trims on the floor or whatever it is. We may have all that done before we get the CO, but the date can move wildly based on him saying, I don't need to come out here anymore. You passed all your inspections. Here's your piece of paper.
Well, I guess I didn't really think all that through.
I didn't either, though, honestly. That's why I said it's just a wild guess. Everybody pick a guess.
I don't really know the whole procedure.
I don't know the whole procedure either. Yeah. I'm a first-time home builder.
We're just winging it.
Well, we are winging it, so how about that? All right, let's see here. I see Valentine's Day move-in, and Van Life Chris said it's 27th. Well, I say the 22nd. You're saying 27th. I think that's pretty close right there. Okay, so wow, very, very generous donation there from Miss Claudia. She says my contribution to the blackout curtains.
Appreciate that.
Hey, that's an excellent contribution. Anything toward the house is an amazing contribution because this house is so far over budget that it's it's mind blowing. But we haven't cut corners.
Andrew might make me wait a couple months to get curtains, so that'll help out.
And furniture and everything else. I told her I wasn't joking. We're going to be sitting in the living room in plastic chairs for a long time.
We're going to take these rockers in there.
We might take these rockers in there, but at least we're going to have us a house, not being a camper.
Oh,
but thank you so much for the very generous donation. We truly do appreciate it. And John says, make it the 23rd. That's his birthday. All right, we'll move it to 23rd. How about that? We'll see. And Mr. Donald asked, do I feel that I'm on schedule? I've never truly set myself a schedule unless you're asking for the 22nd, because I just don't want that pressure. I think giving yourself deadlines are good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm an extremely self-motivated individual, and a lot of people need deadlines and set dates to keep themselves motivated. It's not a problem that I have at all. So I can't really say if I'm on schedule or not. For the March date, I think that I am. Yeah, we'll say I still feel confident with that. Will I have every single thing done by March? No, I don't think so at all. But to meet that CO, all the final inspections, I think it's possible. I'm gonna keep grinding away and make this thing happen. Time will tell. Like I said, there's things like stairs. I'll keep talking about that will happen after the CO. Some people keep getting angry with me. Why have you built the stairs yet? Why? What's going on with the stairs? I'm like, I can't really say, but I have thrown so many hints out there. The stairs are coming after we move in. Okay, it's just the way it's got to be.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave it right there at that. Hopefully some people get that. All right, I see quite a few people that apparently guessed March too. There was a ton of people that guessed March. Then there was some people that guessed December next year. Y'all don't have a whole lot of faith in me. Come on now.
Hey, you never know.
Hey, I hope it ain't. I hope it ain't. All right, so Miss Sue just jumped on from Central Iowa. Hello, and thank you so much. And I'm actually ashamed of you, with y'all. Not one single person yet, almost 20 minutes in, has asked if we're cooking tonight or what we're cooking.
No.
Somebody has?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, shame on me for not seeing your comment.
Yeah, you just haven't taken a breath.
Well, normally that's like there's already got to seen it 10 or 20 times. So I'm going to take a breath. I got cotton mouth. What are we cooking tonight? It's something special.
We are going to try pepperoni stromboli and calzones on the Blackstone.
On the Blackstone, people.
Oh, speaking of something, I got to put something out of the refrigerator real quick. I just
Go
thought
do
about
it.
it.
On the Blackstone, y'all hear that? Basically cooking pizza, homemade pizza, Strombolis, and calzones on the Blackstone. Very interesting. We've been scratching our head trying to come up with something new. Actually, I stayed up to almost midnight last night editing videos and looking at Blackstone recipes online and sending them back and forth to her while she was over at her friend's house in another town. And we're trying to come up with more Blackstone recipes for these live streams so we don't keep cooking the same things over and over. Starting to get tough, but I think we found like 5 or maybe even 8 new recipes last night that I'm excited to try. I love to eat. I love it. Okay, now we're starting to get the what's for dinner. Yeah. There it is. Tough. You'll see in a minute. So Jonathan says once he gets the funds, he's also thinking of a Blackstone because of us. I'm telling you, those things, I thought they were gimmick at first. They're awesome. They work really, really well. They do. You know, one thing I'm noticing? Our phone doesn't show the picture everybody else gets to see. See, you can see more bullet than anything else.
I know. I pay attention to that stuff.
I don't pay attention to that stuff. Now I'm going to have to be really careful what I'm doing with my hands and everything. I know y'all could see more than the phone showing. I guess I can't do live streams in my underwear anymore.
Nope.
All right. So HR Lee just said, hi from Southern California. Looking forward to Miss Tiffany's cooking. You're going to eat well next week. You got that right. I've been eating well the last couple months. You got all the Thanksgiving get-togethers. Now you got all the Christmas get-togethers.
Yes.
We just had a wedding and there was piles of food there. Oh my God, the food at that wedding. Now we have another wedding coming up. We'll have piles of food there. Yeah, this tis the season you put on the weight.
4 more Christmas gatherings.
4 more Christmas gatherings? I didn't know we had 4 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Christmas gatherings after Christmas. We have a lot going on. So to be perfectly honest with y'all, I don't have a clue how the live streams are going to go the next couple of weekends. I haven't even really thought it through to let y'all know tonight. I'll announce it during the week. If we're going to have to cancel one or not, we'll get it figured out. I got to figure out what this other Christmas get-together is now. Yeah, we got a lot going on. But it is the season for that. So Andrew says you should not worry about building stairs. Just use the money and buy your lift, then you have the elevator. Well, I've already bought that lift, Andrew. You might have missed that episode, but me and a buddy went in on halves on it because it actually was cheaper for us to buy it than it was to rent for the amount of time that we need, believe it or not. And my mama didn't raise no fool. I ain't gonna rent something for more than I can buy it for and then turn around and sell it and get my money back.
Right.
And I really would love for that to be our living room elevator. I don't think she's going for it. What if I paint it really nice?
Absolutely not.
She says absolutely not. That's kind of what I figured. I could just see me.
You might do one of them pulley things with a bucket.
Yeah, how's that going to work?
What do you mean?
How's that going to get me up there?
you'll have like a crank on the wall.
Yeah, whatever.
Or
I've
something, I don't
I've
know.
actually got some ideas in mind. Depends on if we're going to do traditional stairs or something a little more basic, but I won't spill the beans too much. We'll talk about that later because it has to be later. Wink, wink. Has to be later. All right, let's see here. So Joe's Crayon says he's going to subscribe. I cannot talk tonight. Subscribe and best wishes for your channel and happy holidays. Thank you so much for that. We truly do appreciate all the thumbs up, the subscriptions. That stuff is really what it takes for YouTube to say, hey, something's going on this channel. We're going to start recommending them a little more. Because nothing grows a channel quicker than YouTube deciding to find a plug, y'all. But they look at the interaction, so that's why it's so critical. And I don't push or ever mention that in the videos because I watch channels that really push that. You need to subscribe, you need to do this, and it gets old after a while. I get that. But I probably should talk about it a little more often because there's a lot of people that are new to YouTube that has no idea how the stuff works. But your comments, those thumbs up, subscribing, those things really do help get the channel exposure. That's basically how we're graded by YouTube to say, all right, we're going to start recommending them across the entire platform a little more. So thank you so much for the subscription, the thumbs up, the chatting, all that stuff. We really do appreciate it. So Mr. Jimmy says you have to be sick of electrical. However, you said you like doing it. Yeah, I really do. I've actually been working on electrical for the last 4 or 5 days straight. I mean straight, all day long. Like yesterday, I think I worked till 6 o'clock till dark and stopped on a Saturday. Worked all day long today, and I only got a tiny little bit more tomorrow. Then I'm done for that inspection. Other than that little bit I mentioned we got to do later. I do enjoy it. I really do. I don't know why. It doesn't bother me. It's a lot of repetitious same old stuff, but I stick those earbuds in, I play my music, and I enjoy it. Electrical doesn't bother me at all. It's something I've always enjoyed. And I'm assuming you're probably in the tree stand, Mr. Jimmy, so be really quiet. Yeah, that's fine. You can still see my old ugly mug. We're
your
cutting lights off and on.
Your bald head was shining.
Yeah, it was. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so another Andrew. Y'all all got some good names tonight. Said it's late here, sorry. That's right. Yeah, you're overseas. I think in the UK, if I remember correctly. Said, sorry, you mentioned the low voltage video. Did you account for doing networking in the house? Or are you going to be using wireless everywhere? I did run some home runs that can be wired, but I was planning on doing wireless everywhere. Here's the thing. We don't even have internet out here yet. I'm waiting on Starlink. That's about the only reliable or good satellite internet. They're telling me to be middle of next year before I might even get it here. So all I'm going to do in the house right now is probably just set up a home wireless network. You'll see in a video coming up that I'm putting in some Wi-Fi dimmer switches, things like that. So I just need a home network for maybe some cameras, some Wi-Fi controlled switches, things like that. But as far as internet goes, I don't have a clue until I finally get offered internet out here. It's just one of the bad things about living in the country is you don't get some of those conveniences like that. But we wouldn't trade it for anything. So I'll get that one figured out a little later. Right now, I just wanted to go ahead and run a bunch of Ethernet through the house because, well, you can't really do it later with the spray foam and the way that I did it. And I just took a wild guess at it, a swing at it. I'm sure I'll regret some of the decisions I made. Wish I had made more runs. But I'm very happy that I did go ahead and make some of the runs that I did do. But it's mostly going to be wireless. I don't have big needs for all that, to be perfectly honest with you. I just want faster internet so we can stream better and I can upload videos quicker. That's what I really need the internet for. So the other Andrew says, happy wife, happy life. Yes, I've been mentioning that a lot here lately.
Yes.
That's exactly right.
Good motto.
So Miss HR Lee says, how can you put weight on when you work so hard every day? You're saying I'm putting a bunch of weight on? That's okay. I actually have been gaining. It's a good thing I do work as hard as I do because I eat really good. I would be 300 pounds if I didn't stay as active and work as much as I do because I love eating and I eat like crazy. I eat 3 meals a day and it's all good home cooking and a lot of it's not very healthy. So it's a good thing I do stay that active. So Kevin says he's seen where somebody built a bicycle elevator for a treehouse. Just an option for you. Actually, I watched that episode many years ago. I think that was up in Oregon or Washington, that guy that built that tree house. If we're talking about the same guy outside that built it with a bicycle, that was awesome. So Kingwood43 said something for the hydraulics when you get the new grapple. Just made a donation. Thank you very much for that. Truly do appreciate it. He watches a ton of our videos, comments all the time. I definitely recognize your name. We chat often, but we truly do appreciate the donation.
Yes,
thank you very much. Let's see. Reading some more of y'all's. So the Solo Asylum says, I smoke cigars in the tree stand because I'm not there to hunt. I'm not there to be bothered either. Well, I guess that works. That will keep you from being bothered by mosquitoes and anything else, huh? So Linda says with spiral stairs, it's very hard to get furniture up and down. That's exactly right. I've had a bunch of people. I get weekly comments on spiral stairs. Why are you not doing spiral stairs? We actually stayed at a place when we just took our vacation to Key West with spiral stairs, and they were difficult. They're hard on your knees. They're hard to walk up and down. You can't carry nothing
Very
up.
steep.
Very steep. It's got to be stuff in your hand. Yes, they don't take up much room, and they do look cool. I'll give them that.
They do.
But
That's the only thing they have going for them.
I think we're trying to build this house and think for getting older and things happening. I don't think spiral stairs are something I really want. They're extremely steep. That every morning we got up there and your knees ain't working quite right like they used to be, and you're trying to go down them stairs. It didn't feel very comfortable. I didn't like it at all, and she hated them. So I don't think spiral stairs are going to work out for us. So Jonathan asked, have I considered the Dicor subfloor at all beneath your vinyl plank panels that you're going to do, even if it's just the thinner one, not the full insulated version? I don't know. I've heard of Dicor, but I'm not truly familiar with it. The only thing we talked about in another episode or two back, everybody asked me if I was going to do a vapor barrier. I'm still waiting for that vinyl plank to come in. Ultimately, I'm going to do whatever the manufacturer recommends, but I actually had a lot of people telling me you need to do another vapor barrier cushion under it. But then I had some people reach out through comments and email and say, I've been selling flooring or installing it for 30 years. You need to do exactly what the manufacturer recommends, because where there's locking joints to go together on that thin vinyl plank, the more cushion you put underneath, the more flex you put on the floor, and it can actually damage, buckle, and crack the joints, voiding your warranty and ruining your floor. So I was like, that's an excellent point. So we're going to wait till the flooring comes in, read through the booklet, and whatever the manufacturer says, that's what the heck we're going with. Because believe it or not, our flooring actually comes with a lifetime warranty. So I want to make for sure that it's installed to whatever it is that they're requesting.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's my wood supply looking like? You're doing an awesome job with the house. Thank you very much. Wood supply is not where I want it to be. Although this month has been so warm, we haven't really done many fires. But November, oh my goodness, we burnt the entire month. We had like 6 frosts, bunch of 30-degree days. It was a cool November for Florida, don't get me wrong. But it's supposed to get cold in the next 2 days after all this rain goes through again.
Then we'll burn through it.
Then we'll start burning wood again. I think I have 3 cords down there right now, and quite a bit more to split. Probably another cord plus I have some over at my father's. So I could probably wind up with 4.5 cords. That should get me through the rest of the winter, but that doesn't give me enough to sell or do anything else with, because you just don't never know. This is Florida. The next 3 months could be warm as can be. We could be on the boat. We could be swimming. Or it could be freezing cold and we're out here burning the fire every single night.
Who knows?
I don't feel comfortable with my
wood.
wood.
Might get the pool back out.
Yeah, we might get the pool back out, although it's got a pile of holes in it. You just never know. I don't really feel comfortable. I'd like to see more wood down there, but chances are I may have enough. It's Florida. We can't predict this weather for nothing anymore. Nothing at all. So we just had a couple more people jump on from Oklahoma, and then Chad just jumped on. Welcome y'all. Thank you for chatting with us. And Warnick Family Farm says, love watching the progress. Keep up the great work. Thank you for all the great videos. Thank you very much for watching. We truly do appreciate it. And Chris says that we need to get his hot tub upstairs before we get the railings up. Yeah, I don't think that loft was built for no hot tub. That ain't gonna be happening. And you and Cash ain't gonna be jumping on the bed up there either, because I didn't build it strong enough for 2 boys to be jumping on the bed. But I'm still looking forward to your rent money, Chris. Still looking forward to that. Hey guys, don't forget to tickle that like button. Yeah, tickle the like button. Hey, goodness. So Tally Shao, we just jumped on. Welcome.
Hey there.
And Solo Asylum says, where's the bug zapper? For some reason, I don't really have... What?
No bugs.
Yeah, she doesn't... We haven't really had many bugs. Wait a minute, what bug zapper are you talking about? I'm about to go to the one Mr. Doug gave us that I always keep over by where we cook. That's the worst spot to ever attract bugs.
He's
probably talking about the one that's shot.
Yeah.
We ain't even getting into that. The heck with the bug zapper. We ain't getting into that. It's Christmas time. We ain't supposed to be hurting people. All right, so Dave said, awesome progress. Thoroughly enjoyed watching all your videos. Keep living the dream. Thank you very much, Dave. I am doing my best to live this dream, and it truly is a dream of mine to do this. Thank y'all so much for the support and allowing me to do this. I do not forget that, I promise you. And Chris says, when are you getting your first propane delivery for the house? I already got it. Those people wanted their money. As soon as heck yeah, they come like 3 days after setting the tank. Propane tank still ain't even hooked up to the house. They've still got to come back and do the final appliance hookup and all, but they run right out here and filled that thing right up with 100 gallons of propane like that. I was like, okay. So I still check on it, make sure it ain't leaking or I'm losing my money, but propane doesn't go bad, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, I've got 100 gallons sitting in the tank right now ready to go that I probably won't use till, well, next March, April, who knows.
Or later.
We'll see. We'll see how that works out. So, yeah, Jimmy says, where's Cash? I don't know where Cash is now, but keep in mind, with all the holiday season and stuff we got going on right now, I'm not expecting a big turnout over this weekend or the next few weekends for these live streams. Everybody's got so much going on right now. He's probably spending time with his family, or maybe he's having him a little holiday get-together. Who knows? So, Chad says he's glad that the paint people fixed the problem. Me too. I'll explain that in that episode, but yes, they made it right. Yes, they made the mistake. They admitted it. We found the problem. I appreciate them doing that, and they made me right. Customer service wasn't going to make it right, I could tell, but I already knew that was going to be an issue. I called ahead before I ever went over, spoke with the manager, pled my case, and she was like, just make sure you ask whenever you get here and we'll make it right. And then when we went back to the paint desk, we found the true root of the problem, which again, I'll get more in depth. Hopefully I get to paint this week and I can get that episode out and explain to everybody what the heck is going on.
We spent so much time trying to decide on that color, and the last thing we wanted was it to be the wrong color. So
yeah. So I hate that I got to repaint the house. Now I got to rush and get it done before gutter guy comes. But at the end of the day, we've put too much time, energy, effort, and money into this home to not have what we wanted. And we had the exact paint color that we wanted. I don't want to sit out here for the next 10, 15 years, look at the house going, I wish I had painted it the color that I wanted.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do it now and do it right. So Solo Asylum says propane there just went up to over $4. Oh, my word. Don't tell me that.
Oh, my gosh.
I paid $2.25 a gallon for mine delivered and put in that tank. I certainly hope mine hasn't shot up to $4, but I won't know for many, many, many months. But that's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I hope not. So Josh says won't be long. The live streams will be from the front porch with the tree in the background.
Yes, I can't
That's
wait.
why I want some good internet so we can get over there and we can live stream from inside the house, outside, everything else that we want to do. Yeah, cannot wait.
In the pool on the float.
Yeah, pool on the porch that we probably can't afford after the house is done, but we can dream about. One day we'll get that thing. Can't wait. So Ben asked when's the electrical inspection and main hookup. He is coming out Tuesday to do the inspection. I don't know what all he's going to do. Probably just test grounds, neutrals. I'm sure he's got some little plug he sticks in the outlets. He'll probably look through the panels again. Just wants to make sure nothing's shorted out and everything's wired up correctly. Then he calls the power companies, my understanding, gives them the thumbs up that they can come out and pull the cable. Now, with this being Christmas week, I don't expect the power company just to jump right out here. I bet it'll be the week after, maybe up to 2 weeks before they come. But in the meantime, I need to run my generator anyways. If he gives us the thumbs up that the house is safe and okay, and I need to go out there and work at night or an afternoon, or if the HVAC guys come and finish the HVAC and we want to run it, I'll just wheel the old generator over there. We'll
you can
fire it
start
up.
pulling 12-hour shifts, huh?
12-hour shift, she says. Yeah, if I got lights and air conditioning, I can just sleep out there and work 24 hours a day. We'll get in this house in no time. I'll be dead, but she'll get in her
Get up
house.
in the middle of the night and you think of an idea that you need to do. And...
No, it ain't gonna work that way. But we're gonna get power to the house one way or another, as long as he gives us the thumbs up right there. So outside with Shive just jumping in. So what's up, guys? Welcome. Thank you for jumping on and chatting with us. Hopefully the weather is good up there where you're at, because it's been nasty down here moving through. I don't know if it's caught y'all, or I really hadn't looked at the radar that far up. Who knows? I know we're getting some cold weather in a couple days. I'm sure you're probably getting some really cold weather.
Glad, because it's hot.
Yes, we have not enjoyed this warm weather the last few weeks. This December's been disgusting. I mean, like, go on the boat and want to jump in the water hot. Nobody wants Christmas time like that.
Yeah.
But our November was colder than normal. Loved it. It's supposed to be cold this time of year. Oh my goodness. So Van Life of Crystal asked, did we get the Christmas card? She doesn't trust the postal system, so she thought she'd ask. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I did not go to the P.O. box this week, and I thought about that right before the live stream.
I'll try to make it there.
And I've also got it on my list to go first thing in the morning.
Oh, you're going in the morning?
Well, we'll see, because I want to go get some of the fire extinguishers, since we just found out that our new ones we bought last year aren't charged anymore. That's not a good thing to find out. I want fire extinguishers before we get power in the house. But I apologize, I did not make the P.O. box run this week. I'm going to make it in the morning. She'll probably double check it at the end of the week, or one of us will. And I do want to say thank y'all. Some people just recently sent tumblers. We also just got some early Christmas cards and stuff already for some other people.
You. Thank
y'all so much for thinking of us and sending things like that. I apologize, I didn't run up there and check it this week, but I will get it checked. So Chad says it was a huge difference in color from the GoPro to the phone.
Absolutely.
I've been telling y'all. I don't think people believe me. So I was like, I've got to get that in an episode.
Probably should have showed it.
I probably should have.
Earlier picture.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, the way the
I
GoPro
would
makes
have
the green
probably had an
look.
opinion too if I seen somebody's house that color. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
but not
what
them
were you
rude
thinking?
opinions. The heck with those people, making them super rude.
Well, not rude, but I'd be like, what are you thinking with that color?
Everybody's entitled to have an opinion. I take criticism all day long, but some people are just straight up rude, man. The heck with that. But yeah, I should have already done that earlier, because I'm telling y'all, when I got to editing and looking at that green, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
No. That's not how it looks. That's not how it looks at all. All right, so Jack just jumped on, or either first comment says, hey, the house is looking amazing. And Michael says, it's first time here. Thank you for jumping on, chatting with us.
Thanks for joining with
This is
us.
typically what we do on a Sunday night. Chit chat, answer your questions. Tiffany's going to fire up the Blackstone here in a second. We're going to cook. For some reason, that's just kind of been our normal Sunday night
hanging out with
live
them.
stream thing. So it's a little different, but it's working. And Rainey says, you two are so funny together. I love watching your videos. And then, my goodness, and all the people, y'all have been extremely generous tonight. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
So HR Lee says, Merry Christmas, a gift for your grapple fund. Thank you so very much for the generous donation.
Ooh,
And
these people are going to get that grapple here.
yeah, tell me
soon.
about it. And then right behind is Mr. David, who's been extremely
Thank you so
generous
much.
to us in the past. He's the one that gave me those very nice microphones, and I cannot wait to get a really nice camera to permanently mount those on, so I can do better talking and film some cooking. He made a very generous donation to us as well. Thank y'all both very much for that.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Truly do appreciate the support. It means the world to us, really does. So the Spud says, can I explain more on the exterior gray paint? I can, and I'll talk about it again in the video, but long story short, we went back, we got a refund, and whenever I went to the paint desk that day, for the second time now, trying to figure out what the heck happened, I talked with a young girl there and explained my situation to her and said, hey, I just returned painted my house. It was not right. I brought my sample back again. I said, we need to figure out how to match this. She looked right at me. She goes, I guarantee I know what happened. I said, what's that? She says, we have two different types of Sherwin-Williams paint here. You have Sherwin-Williams with Sherwin-Williams codes. You have Home and Garden HGTV Sherwin-Williams that they've been promoting on all the Home and Garden TV shows and all. It's their own specific brand. She says, the codes are the same. So if you have a Sherwin-Williams Gray 7017, that's our code. Well, they have an HGTV 7017. Why they did that's beyond me. They should be completely different numbers. So she said, you either put an SW in front of the code if you want the original Sherwin-Williams color, or you put an HG in front of the code if you want the HGTV one, which is a very light bluish gray over here. That's what happened. So the person that mixed my
Makes
paint that
no
day
sense.
just did not run the code that was off of my Sherwin-Williams can. I didn't have HGTV paint, and just mixed me up the wrong paint. So we were able to figure it out. They did refund me, but now I got to repaint the house again. The only good news is now I'm going to have 4 coats of paint on that house. 1 primer coat from factory, 2 coats of paint that's already on it, and I'm going to put a 4th coat on there. So it should weather very, very well. It should be really good and thick out there. But now I got to spend a whole nother day painting again. And the weather has not allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But at least we got it resolved. I was so worried I was going to have to eat $500 worth of paint that I didn't feel like I made the mistake and have to repaint again. So luckily we didn't have to eat the $500 because, man, we just don't need that right now. Oh, we don't need it. So Robert says, GoPros are junk when it comes to color match. I agree. What they're trying to do is spice everything up and make the sky look super blue, and they have it preset to where it makes it just look but yeah, it's kind of fake a little too. So I've started manually adjusting it the last couple of days, sitting in there and got it close to the color. It may make some light or stuff look weird. I may have to go back to some of the auto settings. We'll see. We'll get it figured out.
All right, I'm gonna get the Blackstone fired up.
Go fire it up.
All right.
Okay, yeah, we got special cooking tonight. Strombolis and Calzones on the Blackstone. Trust me, it apparently works. It works. So JMJ says, will your fire department charge your empty fire extinguisher? I don't have a clue. That's worth noting because it's a $50 fire extinguisher we bought from Walmart last year. I just pulled it out of the box today because I wanted to carry it to the house. Go ahead and have one out there. I literally had to cut the tape open on the box, pull it out. It says recharge on the gauge, ain't even nowhere near the green. So it's already worthless for a $50 fire extinguisher. That was aggravating. I'm still gonna go get a couple more tomorrow, but if they'll recharge that, that would be nice. And I actually have a friend that works for the volunteer fire department over here. I'll ask him. That may be possible that they can charge that up. So Jamie asked, am I gonna close in the barn? I'm assuming you mean the pole barn out here. Probably not, other than one small area for outdoor tools, and we're eventually going to put a 2-horse stall in there for Tiffany to have a couple horses. So that'll be the only enclosing that we do there. I see you, Chris, making them comment. I ain't going down that road with you. Let's see here. So Michael says, when you do your 3-way switches, take your time. He's having a hard time trying to figure them out. 3-way switches throw you for a loop. They really do. I actually did some yesterday and some today. Yeah, they're so simple yet so aggravating because you don't do them often. But got them figured out. Did take my time with a lot of that stuff, and we'll double check everything before the inspector gets here. So let's see here. Erica says, has heard that YouTube takes 40% of cash gifts. I'm assuming you probably mean like donations. Would y'all prefer to receive gift cards? Y'all don't have to donate nothing, although it's greatly appreciated. Yes, YouTube does take a cut. Google does for offering the service, but keep in mind they also take some taxes out for us. So we all got to pay our taxes. Something's coming out without a doubt. I think they do federal withholding, and then if you have any state tax or other things to claim, you have to carry that to your CPA at the end of the year. So keep in mind, yes, any donations like that, well, they're going to get taxes out, and YouTube does take their cut. That's the way the world works. Again, Erica, truly appreciate you asking. You don't have to send anything, but if you wanted to send something like that, P.O. Box is in every single video. It's in every description of anything I post, including this live stream. If you wanted to send a gift card or something like that, and don't expect it, yeah, you can do that route. And then obviously that's 100% right there. Totally understand your thought process with that. But yes, that's the way it works. Even the way I earn income on YouTube, I still have to pay all my taxes, still have to report it at the end of every year. I mean, it's a business. So yeah, a big chunk of the income that I earn here does go right out to the good old government. That's the way it works. So Blake Becky says, what are your plans for the large porch out front? Outdoor kitchen, any entertaining ideas? Yes, absolutely. You might be a little new to the channel. I've discussed it in some of the older videos. I cannot remember them, but we'll get into it more and more. We actually have 4 different electrical circuits ran to the porch. Everybody was giving me a hard time about that. That way we can run crock pots, Instant Pots, fans, everything else. We are going to build an outdoor bar area. And when I say bar, I don't mean we're stocking it full of liquor, but that's what people call them, bar tops. Food prep area. We've already done runs propane out there, so I can do a cooktop. We have sink and drain hookups out there, so I can do a sink. But we're going to do a big L-shaped bar area with seating, which will kind of be like a mini outdoor kitchen. 100%, that's our plans. That's the whole reason we built this style house with 1,300 square foot of porches. We are outside people. I am excited to get that outdoor kitchen area. So excited to spend the time out there, to do the cooking out there. We're going to get to that. Let's get the house livable, get moved in, and I'm jumping right into that outdoor area if we have the money in the bank to do it, because that's our ultimate focus. We spend time outside every single day. Inside is not much for us. That's why we built things the way that we did. And eventually we're going to build a deck out there, a fire pit area, and hopefully we're going to do an above ground pool out here in this area and carry the deck right to it. May sink the pool down some, because everything you see behind me, that's what we truly built the house for. That view across the pasture that we're going to get animals in down the road, and outdoor entertainment. But
Too hot in the summer to be hanging out there without water.
too hot? Yeah, she's right. In Florida, it's too hot to be hanging out there without water in the summer, so that's why we want to get us a little pool out there so bad. So Christopher Malthus says he just got here. Where's the fire? He says it's almost 80 there in Georgia. That's exactly right. Actually, it's 69 here right now. It's crazy. We're that much cooler than you, but it hasn't really been fire weather today. It's rained all day long, just misting and spitting. There's a lot more rain they're calling for tonight, really tomorrow and the next day. It wasn't a fire type of night. It's muggy and kind of warm, so we decided not to light it up. Plus everything's sopping wet. And so Mr. Jimmy says it's dark, time to climb down out of his tree stand. Be safe. Thank you for chatting with us. I see a lot of cheese comments. What's going on? I don't know. But speaking of cheese, Mr. Donald sent us a whole package. So again, thank y'all for the cards and thoughts and gifts. But Mr. Donald up from New York sent us cheese curds, which are not common down here at all, a big block of cheddar cheese, some bologna or bologna, however you pronounce it. And I started getting into the cheese curds today, but I gotta be careful. I can't sit there and eat pounds and pounds of cheese. And I thought they were awesome. I even threw them in the microwave, as the package said, and you get that. Apparently it's all about the squeak with cheese curds. Y'all may know, I don't have a clue, but it kind of tasted like mozzarella sticks to me. And Tiffany talked about if we were to batter them up and deep fry them, I think those would be awesome that way. But I guess most people eat them just kind of out in the open, big chunks of cheese. So thank you so much for sending that to us. Let's see here. I'm sorry I've missed a pile of comments. They are popping up on me now. My computer lags, and then it'll fly them all up in front of me. Let's see here. Michael says you can do PayPal, so you can get all of it. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So the donations. I'd have to see if that's against YouTube's rules, Michael, to put a PayPal link if people wanted to make donations that way. But you're exactly right. I'd still have to report and pay my taxes on it. But yeah, then you wouldn't get the cut portion taken out of it. But my gut always tells me that may be against some rules there. So I would have to really look into that. Last thing I want is to get the channel deleted or a big strike against me. But that is absolutely an option. Something I need to look into. So Newman says, if I had to do it again, would you choose to sub anything else out aside from the drywall, spray foam and roof, or vice versa? Or do you wish you didn't sub one of those out? I don't, maybe the roof, because it was a big bunch of money. But with that said, I don't really regret subbing it out, because putting all the poles up, squaring everything up, putting that roof on in the heat of the summer and the springtime when we did it, it would have killed me. It would have been very unsafe. But that was probably the biggest opportunity to save, like, I don't know, I still added all up $13,000-$14,000 in labor. I would have loved to have saved that money, but man, it probably would have taken me a couple months or longer. I don't know if I regret that one. I don't think I do. I think I still would have subbed that out. Drywall, oh, no questions asked. I would sub that out any day of the week. I'm saving enough in painting the entire house inside and out that paid for all the labor on drywall. Much as I hate painting, I would much rather paint and do what I've done, save that money, and put it toward professionals to do the drywall. That's an art form and something, yeah, I could do it, I could learn it, but it would take many, many homes for me to practice and perfect it. And I don't want this home to be where I start practicing. Not to mention what they did in 4 full days of work probably would have taken me a month to do, or even longer. So I don't regret subbing that one out at all. Oh, let's see here. What was the other one that you said? Yeah, comment all the comments that's popped up. And spray foam, absolutely not. I 100% want the professionals to do that. Plus, they've got the right rig and contact for all the chemicals and everything to mix together to do that. That's not something I would have attempted it myself at all. I think I'm happy with everything else. Tiffany's ready to cook. I'm going to keep answering your questions. We're going to the Blackstone. All right, this is going to be interesting, y'all. Pizza on the Blackstone. Well, Strombolis. Let's get it right. What's the other? Oh, Calzone. Yep. So what do we got going on?
All right, I figured I'd show you all the process of me getting it ready. All right, so I already rolled out one of those crescent roll pizza doughs.
You mean homemade?
Yeah, homemade.
Homemade crescent roll pizza dough.
Yep. So I got this ready, and I'm going to demonstrate a calzone and a stromboli, just to be a little bit different with it. Let's see here.
And I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. We already did this earlier today, tested it. Hang on, because we didn't have a clue. Yeah, we didn't have a clue if you could actually do this on a Blackstone.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it like baked well on there.
Yeah,
so.
because you wouldn't think that it would.
All right, so before anybody gets on to me, we love our sauce. I know you're not supposed to put sauce on calzones. You're supposed to dip your calzone in sauce.
Oh, the heck with
we'll
that.
do that too.
Just let a pizza roll up.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're making pizza rolls. But I'm telling y'all, it worked, and it worked beautifully. We're still figuring out the time, the cooking the dough through, and all that stuff. Excuse me, she is. But for her first time today, it worked out so good. And because we didn't have a clue if it was going to bomb or not, we went ahead and tried it a little early. So here you go. Believe it or not, you can actually cook this on a Blackstone. You can do anything on a Blackstone.
We are learning.
So Van Life Crystal says, sorry, I know I missed a lot of y'all's comments. I'm trying to catch up. She likes fried bologna is what I call it, but still would rather have fried bread. Man, I ain't had an old fried bologna sandwich since I was a kid. I like bologna. I do, especially fresh stuff. So Kingwood 43 asked her if there's any laser plotter projects on the agenda when the house is finished. Absolutely. I plan on using that that laser burner, laser engraver to make some custom decorations and furniture pieces. I cannot wait till the house is done and I can focus on that and start building some custom pieces inside. All right, make sure I didn't miss anything up here. Sorry, going through y'all's comments. Wow, okay. I thought something just popped up. I just seen the money go up there, so thank you so much, Tingo68.
Thank you.
Made a donation there. Thank you so much. We truly do appreciate it. And see, Patrick's already correcting you. It's a Stromboli then. We don't have a clue what these are. We're just calling them pizza rolls. But they work. So John asked something. That's funny you mentioned this, John, because I was just watching another channel that had a trespasser, another YouTube channel. And you've asked, have we had any unwanted guests since starting the channel? We have not.
Better not.
Yeah, better not is exactly right. We've had some comments and some things to where people, I mean, listen, it's the world we live in. You can find out anything you want on the internet. I've had comments and people, hey, I know exactly where you live and this, that, and the other. And all I asked is, hey, we do put our life on the internet, but respect the privacy because I do not mind protecting us and this place. Yep. So unwanted, uninvited guests, we don't necessarily tolerate, but luckily that has not happened. But I was watching the I'm a Survivor Sanctuary video. He actually posted over a week ago, but I just got caught up last night and was watching what he went through there, and it was crazy. Obviously, it all turned out fine, but somebody went through extreme lengths to trespass on his property. And that's not something we want here at all. We love y'all and appreciate you, but don't be coming up knocking on our door uninvited, because in this world, you just don't never know nowadays.
Exactly.
But luckily, no, everybody has really been good and respected our privacy, and we truly do appreciate that. Plus, don't y'all see us enough every day? I post a video about it every day. What makes you want to see me anymore? So, Dave Barlow, thank you very much for a generous donation there. Says Merry Christmas to you guys. Be safe and enjoy. Truly do appreciate that. Thank you. So, yeah, Patrick says he's amazed people think they have privacy. I'm not ignorant to the fact that the world we live in with the internet, people can find out anything they want. There's no point in hiding names or anything else, because you just type it in on the internet and it'll tell you whatever the heck you want. A lot of times it's wrong. Oh my goodness, I've seen some crazy stuff. But yeah, it's just, 'tis the world we live in now. Privacy is pretty much gone. So Shauna says, respect privacy because we got guns. Yeah, that'd be a good sign to put at the end of the road. All right, go ahead. What was you going to say?
So sorry, I'm taking my time here.
No, you ain't. It is what it is. If they don't want to wait, they can jump off, right?
That's right.
Or y'all can hang around. Hang around, y'all. So Todd DeVenture says, after you get the house built, we going to get more fishing and hunting videos? Oh, Todd, I certainly hope so, buddy. That is the plan. Now, I've still got a million projects that I want to share and do here and put on the channel, but I would like to get to where I have at least one day a week that I dedicate to the other channel, relaxing, hunting, fishing. Yes, that is the plan. Absolutely. So DeVault says he doesn't think there's anything that Tiffany can't cook and make look amazing when she gets. Yep.
Thank you.
Yes.
I try.
I'm telling you, that's the biggest turn on for me and a wife or a woman. And you know what they always say? The fastest way to a man's heart's through his stomach, or a dog.
Oh,
See?
especially this
So,
dog.
yeah, see, he's already over there looking. He's looking for some crumbs. But yes, she does an amazing job at cooking, figuring things out, and I get to eat. Mr. Jimmy says he'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Hear, hear, sir. I agree. So Miss H.R. Lee says we'll wait for Miss Tiffany to finish cooking. We have to know what she's making and see the finished meal.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna roll this one up first.
All right. Jonathan asked, what's my thoughts on hunting with a 6.5 PRC? I personally have no experience with that round, but I do use a 6.5 Creedmoor. So, you know, in the same caliber class there, and I absolutely love it. It doesn't kick your shoulder off. Very accurate, extremely accurate, and relatively flat shooting to not be a Magnum cartridge. So I say go for it. Just check on availability of ammo and all with it. So Jack says, well, it looks nice and relaxed. Yeah, he is. Just been sleeping all day, eating, you know, living a dog life. So Mr. Donald asked, did we sample the curd? I did actually earlier. Tiffany talked about battering some up and deep frying. She's kind of more of a cooked cheese and a raw cheese type person, but I ate several pieces earlier to the point that I got absolutely full. I did. I thought it was good. Tastes like mozzarella cheese sticks, I thought. So I think we're going to try to batter some up and deep fry it. I had some at a get-together the other night like that, and it was so good. All right, so this would be what we're calling the calzone. And then this is we'll call it a pizza roll.
Stromboli.
No, we're calling it a pizza roll since it's not technically a stromboli. I don't want people getting on to me. Hey, look.
The Stromboli has sauce.
Oh,
but the
Lord.
Calzone does not.
Yeah,
You
Chris-
dip your calzone.
Whatever. Chris says we got to add more cheese. Chris sure likes his cheese.
All right, so we're gonna do about 4 to 5 minutes on this side, and then we're gonna see what it looks like.
That's it? That's all it takes? So Darren and Joanne just jumped on from the UK. Thank y'all for chatting with us. We're kind of doing the typical wrap-up thing here, but Tiffany has figured out how to cook Strombolis and calzone. Now I keep wanting to say pizza rolls on the Blackstone.
And you can get as creative as you want. You can start cooking all your sausage over here and all your toppings and add it on, because you know it's really not going to cook that well inside of it on here, because you have to keep your heat very low in order for your bread not to get too hot. And hopefully it doesn't, because it's been on for a little while.
What about sausage?
What about what?
I thought you was putting sausage.
No.
Okay. Well, I thought we was getting sausage in one. Maybe next time.
So I'm trying to keep it below 300 so it doesn't burn, but.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. How you cook dough on here without burning the heck out of it. But I guess she's right. Just cook it
I
low
have
and
these
slow.
little burners on low, but the other ones are on off. But I did do my onions over here, so this might get a little toasted.
Yeah. So Van Life Crystal says cheese should have its own food group. I agree. I'm a cheese nut. Like literally when I'm taking cheese out of a bag and putting it on a taco or something, I'll grab me a whole thing of cheese and it goes in my mouth. I absolutely love cheese. So Robert says put a little cheese on the outside of the crust. Yeah, she kind of does that with
would be good.
burritos and tacos and seals
do
them
that.
up. Yeah. So y'all got any more questions while we're waiting? Normally we don't have meals where we just kind of have to sit here and wait. Anything y'all want to ask? Anything you want to know? So DeVault says, did the magnet bar come on the Blackstone, or is that something that you added?
It
Nope.
did.
That came with it.
And it looks like it's removable or changeable, so.
Yeah, it is. It's just screwed on, so maybe we can get another one if that one rusts up on us. But it's a nice little feature to have. We put utensils on it all the time. Let's see here. Rick says, hi and Merry Christmas from Rick and Shirley Smith in Washington.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Thank you for jumping on. I seen somebody just asked if Mr. Doug was on tonight. Nope, I have not seen him unless y'all have. But I did chat with him earlier in the week, and we wished each other a Merry Christmas. He may be working. Keep in mind, he does work a lot of Sundays, so, and nighttime. What model Blackstone? I don't know what this model is called, but it's the 36-inch. I mean, it's the widest one they make, but it's their lower-end model. It's not the Pro that has all the stainless and
Yeah, we don't have the
doors
air
and-
fryer all that.
yeah. But we have enjoyed the heck out of it. I don't know what they run now, but I think when we got this, what was it, 200 something, maybe?
275 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Ain't no telling. I don't know if they're still the same or if things have went through the roof. So Brad Turner said he's going to have to go back and watch. He's found him a new show. I haven't heard of the 1883 show. We may have to check that out and see what it is.
What is it?
New show 1883.
Oh, okay. We need a new show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think it's been about 4 minutes. We'll take a little peek here.
That's what everybody keeps saying. Do some cheese skirts.
We can do that.
Yeah, we could. And Chris
I'm
wouldn't
all
mind
down
if we
for
did more
that.
cheese. Oh my goodness.
What?
Crystal says these are up to $3.99 now.
Woo.
Wow, what a jump.
Thank goodness we got it when we did
I'm
that.
telling you, everything has went through the roof. All right, check that out.
Mm-hmm.
That browned up nicely. And I get the question I get every week, when are the hats coming? I have yet to get on there and work with that.
Yeah, I still have that screenshot of
Yes.
that recommendation.
Yep, we
so.
need to check that out.
Mhm.
Oh goodness, I just need a moment to sit down and think.
And again, I have this on the lowest you could get it to bake the spread on here.
Yep. Oh, here comes our mosquito friends. Ugh. Oh, okay. Brad says it's the Yellowstone show. Well, heck yeah. We watch that. We love Yellowstone. So Darren Joanne asked, will I be watching the new Spider-Man movie? Y'all may hate me, but I am not into Marvel movies or movies like that. I don't know why. They've just never appealed to me. So no, I won't be watching that one. So Tally Chowie says, all the cheese talk, she's pulling out her block of cheddar and saltine crackers. Now, if you tell me you got some summer sausage to put on that, that is a meal in itself.
Yeah.
So Karen says, watch every one of your videos. Love the green color that you have chosen for your new home. It's the
Thank you.
color of the year. Oh, is that? All right,
I
awesome.
think I've seen that somewhere actually, but I didn't know if that was really like a thing.
Huh.
So.
Well, supposedly that other color that we put in the house over there is kind of a popular color, that beige or whatever's going on right there.
Mhm. Yes, it's the grayish beige.
Yep. So Captain Stanley asked, am I Star Trek or Star Wars? Tiffany probably about to roll her eyes. She can't stand either. And actually, I'm Star Wars, but the original Star Wars. The newer stuff's gotten too animated for me,
Yeah.
and I have never in my life got into Star Trek.
And I'm
ever.
star nothing. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
she-
outdoors. I'm
yeah,
star
she's star
outdoors.
nothing.
I'm star outdoors.
Yeah. Tiffany is definitely not into Star Wars or Star Trek. She can't stand it.
I had to watch Star Trek whenever I was younger.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a new Matrix coming out. Now that I would watch. That's kind of more my kind of movies right there. I didn't hear or know about that, which we don't really watch TV and keep up with it.
All right, this is what I'm going to be adding to the outside.
What is that?
Garlic, Parmesan, and basil butter.
All right. That's going to be good stuff. Hey, look. Oh, well, yeah, Parmesan. So more cheese, Chris. They're not happy that you're not into either Star Trek or Star Wars. Oh, goodness. So Frank says he's sure that you can't wait to use your new kitchen in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready for her to try that
I
out.
can't wait to have a shower.
Yeah.
And not have to turn off the water.
Yeah. Can't wait to have a shower that's bigger than our entire camper
I can lift
bathroom.
my arms up.
Yeah, I'm looking for that too. So speaking of cooking in that new house, I'll turn this back around for a second. Yeah, we're already having issues. So we ordered all of our appliances on one of the holiday sales that Lowe's had, and they promised like December 5th or December 13th would be the latest that things would show up to the store. Yeah, our deep freezer has went on back order, and our nice stove that we wanted that we can't find any sort of replacement for has went on back order. They don't have a clue if and or when it'll be back in stock. And here's the bad thing about that. If we cancel either of these two things, because we took advantage of one of their big sales they had to where the more stuff you bought, the cheaper everything was, it makes the prices go up of stuff that we already have. I don't see how that's possible. I called the big customer service and talked with them about it, and we can't find a stove that's anywhere near that price range. That's a convection stove that does air frying, so we don't have a clue when we're going to get a stove in the house. The deep freezer I could care less about. We've already got our refrigerator delivered. We've already got our nice over-range microwave, but we don't have a clue when we're going to have a stove. That's going to make installing cabinets very interesting too. Yeah, real interesting. So we may just be cooking on a Blackstone over at the house when we get moved in, because the stove could literally take months to show up. We just don't have a clue.
All right, this is taking a little while, but
It is what it is.
it's almost done.
So Solo Asylum says your appliance is probably shitting. Excuse me, sitting on those ships out there. Goodness, I'm getting so stopped up. That's very true. A lot of stuff has been sitting out there waiting to come into port. I'll be glad when they get all that stuff figured out and everything in, so we don't have to keep overpaying and wondering why everything is out of stock everywhere.
Yes.
So, are we getting an on-demand propane water heater? Yes, we are. We already have it. It's a Renai, the company that I signed up for the propane tank and service over there. Wow, it's really grainy out here. They had a really awesome deal going for new customers that was like $300-400 cheaper than even Amazon. So I purchased that, and I'll be installing it just as soon as I get the new coat of paint on the house. So Darren Joanne says house walls painted, look great. Electrical's going really well. Cabinets arrived, appliances turning up. Yep, it's starting to be something now. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, Miss Sue. Appreciate it. Yeah, everybody's talking about some of their stuff showing up really late as well. Yeah, I was wondering how you're going to brown all sides. You're just going to have to hold
I'm
it there.
just kind of rolling it.
Yep. Yeah, low temperature is the way to go. I can't believe that's not burning.
Mm-hmm. And I even have this rack right here, so if it wasn't all the way done yet, I could sit it on the rack, cover it, and just kind of let that bread.
Well, look at you. You thinking, ain't you? See? You can make these into an oven, too. Whatever you want. It's the one-stop shop. It does everything. It slices. It dices. And for about, what, 40 payments of $19.99 now, it can be yours. Oh. So Solo Sam says he has that heater. They're really great. Oh, okay. Water heater. He's probably got a Renai, too. Yep, my parents have one as well. We had an on-demand propane water heater at our last house, and we loved it. It didn't take literally 10, 15 seconds to get your hot water to the shower, maybe 20, and that was with it being on the other end of the house. Works really well, and obviously doesn't use any electricity or burn up propane when not in use. That's what I loved about it. They pay for themselves. So Joe's Crayon says, good night. Have a nice dinner as well. Thank you for staying on and chatting with us. And a few other bins dropping off as well. These people said, we ain't got time to wait.
Yeah, I know.
We got time to wait on this cooking.
It's taking a little while. We're pretty much done.
Yep. Well, we'll show it off one more time, and I think we may go ourselves, because that's it. Ooh, look at that thing puffing up right there.
Yeah, it is rising. We might keep that one on there just a tad bit longer, but this one's pretty much done. And all I got left to do is put on the butter and it's done.
Yeah.
And we can show you all the after pictures after we get done and we're eating.
So Welderman says, how's the weather down here? It's been overcast. You can't hardly see now. Yeah, overcast, raining. They're calling for rain the next 2 days, and then it's finally going to cool back off because it's been quite warm. I have not been enjoying the warm weather. We hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas too.
Yes.
Thank you. So this is that Parmesan butter. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is so good. And it's healthy too. This is really, really healthy, right? These people are like, we've never seen y'all cook something healthy on here. Yeah, well.
Well, occasionally.
Yeah, that's why I forget who keeps begging us to eat vegetables. We do eat vegetables. We love vegetables. We really do.
Yes, we do.
All right. See, a lot of people are jumping off. Merry Christmas to everybody.
All right, we're pretty much done. This is it.
Yeah, I think we are pretty well wrapped up. So there, look, y'all. You really can do Strombolis.
You can put whatever you want
and
in it.
Calzones on the Blackstone, and they
Whatever you
turn out
want.
beautiful. Oh, look at all that bubbling out of there. All that goodness. They're so good. Man, we ought to cut one open. You think that one's done?
Well, the thing is if I cut it open right now, well, as hot as it is, all the stuff is
Okay.
going to come
All
out.
right, I was going to try to
Yeah.
show it off for y'all, but she's right.
We'll show a picture.
It probably needs to cool off for a while. We'll put a picture up on the community tab.
Yep.
Yeah, she's right. We cut it now. Cheese will just run out everywhere. Somebody asked what time is dinner. Looks like it's going to be about 5 to 10 minutes when this stuff cools off. So Robert says, hope you have electric circuit run for your water heater. Absolutely. I had one at my last house, but it is mounting right beside, which you can't see, the sub panel out there. So I'm just going to run a 3-foot cord right over to the sub panel. Let me whip this thing back around. All right. Well, I think it's the time of night. We're going to wrap this up. Like I said, we'll post a picture on the community tab once we tear into this, and probably more like 15, 20 minutes. Let everything cool down and not be lava hot. But homemade Hot Pockets on the, it does look like a big old Hot Pocket.
Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets. So we really enjoyed chatting with y'all. Thank y'all so much for the unbelievably generous donations tonight, and all the thumbs up and like watching the videos. We got a lot more coming this week. Videos could get a little spotty over the next few weekends with all the holidays, weddings, everything else that we have. We'll get them out to you as best we can. Fingers crossed, we pass our electrical inspection on Tuesday, and at some point in the next couple weeks, we get power pulled to the house, just one step closer. Thank y'all so much for watching.
Hold on.
What?
Merry Christmas.
I was about to
'cause
say.
We will not see y'all until after Christmas.
I was about to say Merry
everybody
Christmas.
Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We won't say Happy New Year's because I think we'll see y'all before then. But
Yeah.
in case we don't, Happy New Year's. And yeah, enjoy the holidays. Enjoy your family, your time. And I guess we'll catch you on the next one. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all take care.